Hi y'all, welcome back to Feelin Froggy Knits. My name is Maya, and I moved. Well, I guess I'm moving. My husband and I are at our new house that we bought. We now own a home, and you are currently resting on my tripod in the new project palace. This video is going to take you through me making this place my own, and I couldn't be more excited. I feel like I did all I could with the old project palace, without making permanent changes to it because we were renting, and now this is our home, and this is the home base, the home project palace. I'm so excited to show you all. Later on down the line, there will definitely be more upgrades and changes, but for now, we're just sticking to some paint and making it so that it's a comfortable place for me to work and play and be creative. Let's make this place my home. Project Palace 2.0. Boom. Many an hour later, we are in fact still here. You will see the husband in his natural habitat, fixing things. Got a lot of stuff we need to do. We've been patching and sanding a bunch of different holes, and it is no different here. See how he arches his back in a way in which will hurt tomorrow. Husband, how are you feeling so far? The process?
Pretty good. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Red Bull, Corona, Flamin' Hot Munchies, and Mountain Mike's Pizza.
Back on a more Feelin Froggy note. Tomorrow we will be choosing the paint color. Well, actually tonight I'll choose the paint color, and then tomorrow we'll be buying the paint and painting one of these walls a rich shade. The sounds of construction. Oh, no, that's my ring light. Just kidding. It's a construction light. Do I look scary? We made it to the next day. There was a lot of patching and sanding, and I did come up with a color choice. What I have decided to do, I was going to paint this whole room a super dark color, but I was like, you know what? There's one window in here. I don't want it to feel like a cave. And also for filming videos, I don't want it to be like super dark for you guys and for myself. So I've decided I'm going to just do one wall in a fun color, and then the rest will be like an off-white. And the color I have decided on is this top one right here. It looks pretty light, I think, right now, but next to like the white walls, it'll seem darker, which I do want kind of like a moody wall, I guess. And the colorway is called Barberry colorway. It's paint. Do people call paints colorway? And it is a Benjamin Moore color. And I am going to the paint store now. How exciting. Probably won't get to painting today, but they're closed tomorrow, so you gotta do what you gotta do. We still have a lot more patching and stuff to do in this home, and today we are cleaning the old house. So much fun, guys. Survival log day, I don't know, but the end is not in sight. To do a job correctly, there's so much prep, which I think people who knit and craft can say the same thing. I'm thinking quilting, I'm thinking knitting, crochet. A swatch is important. Quilting, you gotta cut out all the pieces correctly in order to put it together to make a cohesive piece that you wear and love and cherish, and that other people will wear and love and cherish. Just been doing a lot of spackling, sanding, priming, all those fun things, and I'm going to do just that. I don't know if you can see couple little holes from little telephone cables and cables of an older time when things had to be plugged in. I've never filled in a hole before in my life. Yes, I've rented my whole life, and did I ever fill in a hole? No. There we go. Some just fell on the ground. No, easy peasy. Take that, shove it into the wall. Isn't this fun? Forget knitting. I want the forbidden icing. And that's it. That's literally it. How y'all doing? I'm sleepy. Time to keep working. It has been so many days since I filmed that clip, and I thought we were gonna paint then. I believe that was Sunday, and it is now Wednesday, but now I'm really ready to paint. Can't you tell? The first thing to do, because we aren't taping off anything, is called cutting. So it's just where you go, you know, around the baseboards, the ceiling, any windows, doors, and you just paint in that area, and then we'll get the roller out and go crazy. But I am going to start by cutting 3 of the walls because one of them will be that barberry color. So I'll do the 3 walls in this. It just looks like white because that's what it is, but the color is called Cloud Cover. And it is like I feel like a really nice in-between of like a warm and a cool white. So I'm gonna paint 3 walls, this, and then I'll go in with barberry. I'm so excited to not be painting a wall that isn't white. Because we've been doing the living room and the guest bedroom, and everything else in this whole house is gonna be white except for this wall. Both my husband and myself are excited to be doing that. It always costs twice as much and takes twice as long. That's the general rule for any kind of home improvement. Hi guys. Hold on, let me just... Is that better? We have a colorful wall behind us. We've been painting this whole house white. It was so nice to be able to roll this on, to cut with this color and everything. So this has been drying for, I guess, a day and a half. And now I will sand it, because you're supposed to sand between each coat, which is like, okay. It feels kind of extra, not gonna lie, but I know that the product is just better when that happens. Again, relating this stuff to like knitting is like, oh, no, like you do these steps so that you get better outcomes. Who'd have thunk? And hopefully we'll be able to do the second and crossing my fingers final coat for this wall, but I really love the color. Like, obviously it's streaky right now, but this is so cute. My couch is gonna go against this wall, so it's gonna be like, the rest of the room is white, and then it'll just be this like little pop of color. Definitely gonna cover this wall in like all my wall art, posters, photos, everything, and I couldn't be more excited about this color. I really do love it. And like some of the lighter parts are showing through and it's giving more of like a mauve-y kind of color, which I guess this does look kind of mauve, at least on camera. But it's meant to be more of like a purpley mauve, like more so than leaning towards like red. So like cool toned mauve. I don't know. You think that I like think about colors a lot and colorways, that I would like really have a handle on this, but I do not. So I'm gonna sand it, and we have this like wonderful like round sander that you can do the whole wall with, but you still have to cut it with a block sander. So this is the fine grit, it's 220, and you go along the corners, so the ceiling, the floorboards or the baseboards, and then also around like any kind of outlets, which there's only one outlet on this wall, so that's very nice. Yay, it's getting done. We've got a long weekend right now to do this. I'm hoping by the end of this long weekend we're moving stuff in. Yeah, we get to do all this work and then it's like, oh, now we get to move. The worst part. Right now, we are doing electrical work, and my husband behind me is currently putting in a new ceiling fan with a light, and I will eventually be doing all of the outlets in this room, and there he goes. We're putting in a 3-blade fan. Here is the ceiling fan that my husband installed, and let's just look at this real quick. Is she not gorgeous or what? Look at that. He really did that. He installed a freaking fan. And then it's got a remote control that I can, hang on the wall. Oh no, don't look at that imperfection. I can hang it on the wall, but look. Let's go low for now. And it just turns on. And you can turn off the light, so just the fan is on. Turn the light on and it does this little fade into being fully lit. Look, it's the Project Palace. You all haven't seen it yet, fully. Ooh, don't mind that Celsius there. Let's go high, bitch. Let's go crazy. Oh, we're moving garbage around the room. Let's not. The wall. How cute. Now I get to do the absolutely super fun, not frustrating at all task of installing new outlets. We decided to go for more of like a, modern look with our outlets. The outlets that are in most of the sockets right now, or in most of the holes, I don't know what they're called, in the J boxes right now are like the two separate ones, whereas we're installing these, which are just 15 volts and they're flat, and so it's like more flush. But the exciting part about installing new outlets is that you get to do whatever you want. In the Project Palace, I'm going to be installing 2 of these, which have a USB-C and a USB port in them. So I can just plug my little cords right into the wall. The only problem is these are pretty chunky. I mean, look how thick that is compared to that. Even width-wise, yeah, it is definitely more wide. I mean, it sticks out, whereas this does not. And our J boxes that are currently in the walls cannot fit these. And if we do make them fit, it's like pretty unsafe because there's a lot of like shoving of these outlets into the walls. And we've tried that and learned from our mistakes. So we got these, I know, it's so interesting, right? We got these new J boxes, and these, right now, the screws are all the way undone, so it doesn't fit the best, but this definitely fits so much better than the ones in the wall. And I'm gonna be installing 2 of these, which means I have to remove the current J boxes, which involves a sawzall, like literally this thing, so I can cut through the metal. You just learn so much. But that is what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm hoping the rest of the outlets in the whole house are done. We still have the guest bedroom, but that's gonna be kind of a work in progress for a minute, and so I'm hoping to get these done today. I have 4 outlets to do, 2 of them being these, and then 2 of them are normal, so I think I'm gonna start with normal to get myself, or like easy, I'll call it easy, to kind of get myself situated, get back into the groove of installing outlets. Is that a groove that you can get in? And then do 2 hard, the USB ones, and then finish with an easy. And I think that that's gonna work correctly for my brain, if that makes any sense. Honestly, I'm very proud of myself for doing these and for like, I don't know, I'm doing it and then like power is still going into these outlets. It's crazy. Learning new skills is very cool. Time to go do the most important thing that you can do, which is turn off the power. About 4 days since I last checked in. I was doing electrical. All of the outlets are done and we are moving. We moved most of the house yesterday, our bedroom, living room, dining room, kitchen, everything. And today we are moving mine and my husband's hobbies, which turns out takes 2 truckloads, just as the same as the rest of our house. I, of course, knit and just have a lot of stuff, and my husband does woodworking. So both of those apparently require a bunch of stuff. We slept here last night, not very well, but part of that is because of the little kitties. Last night was their first night here as well. We just want to make it as like seamless as possible for them. It's been a little stressful. It's the first time that they have ever moved, but I think that they are doing pretty well. Willow is actually checking out the closet. Come here, sweet girl. I think Willow is doing well. Oh, You look so cute, sweet girl. Are you looking outside? We are about to move in all of the Project Palace stuff. I packed it this morning and then we loaded it into the truck and it's like, oh my gosh, how have I collected so many things over the last 2 years? Oh my gosh, y'all, I am so excited to like decorate this room and get it to be exactly what I think I originally envisioned as the Project Palace. Also, a little neighbor was walking by as we were moving stuff into the garage, and she gave us dandelions to me and my husband. All right, let's get to moving all my into this place. It's exactly 1 week since I last turned on the camera, and that is when we moved all of my SHIT into this room. This week we've just been cleaning our old place and making sure it's nice and fresh for the new people that we're going to move in, and also unpacking and putting away everything in the communal spaces of this house: kitchen, living room, dining room, our bedroom. And now it is time for me to do the Project Palace. I'm really excited to have my own space again, you know, just have like a chill spot for me to be able to hang out in. There's a lot to do. I've got to put the couch together and my table, but this room is just so lovely. And right now I'm looking outside at the first blossoms of our peach tree that's just outside this window, and I'm really excited. We actually lit our first fire today. It has been a little bit warm, but then it kind of dropped down, so I think it just like feels colder than it actually is. The temperature in the house right now is like warmer than we would ever keep it, so it feels like very luxurious right now. But I think with the last light of the day, I'm just gonna start to put stuff together, and hopefully we'll get this room to, you know, put together sooner rather than later. I've got some fun plans for what's going to be going on the walls and like lighting and stuff. I don't know, I'm just talking now. But it feels so good to just be in here and know that like just get to put this space away. Like I just get to set it up, and then once I've done that, it'll just be on the up and up from there. Let's get to work. always been a day. The room feels like a good stopping place, I would say. Still have a bunch of artwork to hang up on the walls, but like all the furniture and everything is where I think it should be. I'm going to be getting casters or wheels for the table soon, so that will be more mobile. I've got my trunk here as my coffee table, or, you know, it's dual purpose. It's a yarn trunk and also my coffee table. I can't wait to start creating in this space. It feels very lovely. If you enjoyed watching this video, make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of me and more of this beautiful space. Walk out, Maya, walk out, Maya, walk out, Maya, walk out time.